This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We're back, as always. What's up, bro? Sebastian Maniscalco on the other end, of course. Let's take it slow, right?
Ease in, bro.
Ease in. Ease in. I want to get into that, what you said just before. I don't know if we can go right into that, but...
Well, no, I want to put a button in that, and I want to move into last night.
All right.
By the way, welcome to the Pete and Sebastian Show. If you're just joining us, a new listener, welcome to the family. If you've been with us, we really appreciate you being along for the ride. I'm in bed with Lana last night at 11:15. All right?
Yeah.
Now, Lana has a tendency to overreact with things. For example, we'll be laying in bed and she'll go, "Oh my God." And I'll go, "What?" And she'll go, "My friend Nancy's mother came in early from her trip." You know, like, it doesn't require the reaction to the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way she's reacting, I thought somebody broke in.
Exactly, you know? Exactly. Her reaction is not matching the situation.
No. So last night, I get an "oh my God."
Right.
And she goes, I go, "What?" "Caruso tested positive for COVID."
That's an "oh my God."
That fits.
Yeah. Is that right, by the way?
Got a cough, runny nose, great spirits. Right. One thing about boys I've noticed, if they get sick, they're still bouncing around. It's like they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing. It's because instinctually they know when I'm a grown man and I get sick, I'm going to have to work anyway. So I may as well play sick. Just get used to being up. I can't remember one time my dad cuddled up in the fetal position on the couch. Like I just don't remember it.
The only time my father missed work is when he had to go in for quadruple bypass.
Oh. And even then, he set the operation for early, thinking he might be able to get in to bang out a few dudes before the end of the day. Unbelievable.
Not only that, he was seeing if he could do clients at the hospital.
Come on, you're not serious, man. You
forgot. No, he literally was so nervous about losing his entire clientele that he wanted to get back to work ASAP. This guy had a scar this big in his chest, and he wanted to do a blowout, right? So,
oh God, they don't make them like that anymore. They don't.
Not anymore, bro.
Oh my God.
But I'm telling you, my son, you know, the cough is pretty healthy. It's like one of these, like, you know, it's a cough that he starts like kind of welling up in the bro. But he's like, he'll cough and he'll do like a cartwheel and then run across the room and slide. And I'm like, this guy is like Jordan during the flu game, right?
right, man. Oh, God. That's like I remember Kareem dropped like 30 with a migraine. Now, do you think maybe that's Caruso's way of saying, don't worry about the cough? He's looking at you and Mom going, oh, now I got to do a double flip split so they don't worry. Oh, man. I know it's worrying, but you know, the cough is good. It's cleaning that shit out, getting the Wuhan out.
Yeah, so Now Serafina's got it. Today we test her. She's got the damn thing. Eh? We're dropping like flies over here, bro. So they had it in January, and this thing came back late June. They got it twice in less than 6 months. Where's your head at?
I don't know what to make of that, man. I don't know. I mean, is it like getting? Is it starting to be like the flu? Like the bad news is they got it twice in 6 months. The good news is Caruso's doing backflips still, and they're shaking it off like the flu. So I don't know.
But here's my thing: does this thing have a season? Like,
I know, right, man? So it comes twice so far. Come on, yeah. I don't know, man.
I mean, like, there's a flu season, right? Like, between, I don't know what it is. I think it's February and, say, May. But what's this thing, year-round?
Well, is the flu season? That's a good question. Is the flu season? I'm so dumb. I used to think like it's a virus, like a carrot that comes out like once a year, and it comes out usually in the winter. Whereas the reality is we're just inside more, right? Is that the deal? Like, is the flu always around, but in the winter we're inside, so that's why it's flu season?
I don't know why it's a season. I don't know if it's more prevalent during that time.
Yeah.
But growing up, I don't ever remember getting sick in the summer. Did you?
That's a good point. That's a really good point. I could never remember standing by the edge of the pool, giving a light wave, going, I got a cold. You don't want me in there. You don't want me in there. Bro, what the fuck is going on with this COVID shit, man? Pick a month. God damn.
I know,
maybe,
right?
We got to look at a Chinese calendar. Maybe it's on their yearly, do they do, I don't know, they do things different over there. We established that on the Patreon show, if you haven't seen that last one. So we got to find out about that, bro, because, this can't be something that we're worrying about all the time. There's got to be a window of relief from this.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, come on already. So, we're supposed to go to North Carolina on Friday to visit the family for 4th of July, and now it's canceled, right?
Unbelievable, man. And not even for you and Lonnie. I know it's terrible, but these kids are getting robbed, man. I mean, left and right, things get canceled, and God damn. You know where I go with this, bro. You know where I go with this. It's hard to. No apology coming out of China. Nothing. Crickets, guy. Well, actually, we know what they're doing with those. Again, the Patreon show. So, and again, it's even if they were feeling what's the window? Isn't it only like 3 or 4 days now? Once you get past that point, you can travel again, or is it still 10 to 15 or whatever?
5 days if you test negative, right? Mm-hmm. And have no symptoms. You could go back and gen pop with a mask. I can't believe I'm saying that.
It sounds like you're talking about an episode of Star Trek. You could go back into gen pop. What the fuck? Oh, God. I can't wait till we get a Republican back in office and there's no COVID. It doesn't go away. It goes away if you pretend it's not there, right, people? If you just pretend it's not there, then it's not there. Then it's not there. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
So what would that make it? Like, that would bring you up to, even if they tested negative tomorrow, that would still bring you to like the 5th or 6th, right? Before you could travel.
Yeah, man. We're I don't know. We're in limbo right now. So we got to figure all that out. We got to figure out when to reschedule. But it's just the 4th of July there is really fun for families. They got like a family fun day. They got 4th of July. and the fireworks. So we gotta regroup.
Were you gonna take the helicopter too from the airport like you did that one time?
No more helicopters.
Oh, really? I've never been in one. It's on my bucket list. Not for a tour. I can't. I feel like I want to be like needed to be in it to do something. It's never gonna happen, but maybe.
No, I'm not doing a helicopter again. I had the last time I did a helicopter was awful. So
did you ever go up with Bill Burr?
No.
You didn't have. Would you let's say you called and said, "Want to take a ride?" Would you go? You don't think you'd go?
This is my take on helicopter and pilots. Bill, I don't know how many hours he has or whatnot, or I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I just like people that fly helicopters that they've done some missions over Afghanistan, right?
Right.
I'm looking for a guy who has trained his entire life to be, but God bless Kobe, the guy who flew Kobe. You run into a weird situation. I think Bill and I actually talked about this because there's an inexperienced helicopter pilot, and then there is an experienced helicopter pilot. And sometimes the experienced guys get themselves into trouble because they think they could do a lot of things that maybe they can't. They got a lot of confidence.
Right. And they get bored when it's an easy thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get you into trouble. So, yeah, I mean, I would go over. I would go in a helicopter with Bill. I think he's. I mean, I don't know the helicopter world, but if these guys flying helicopters,
right.
I mean, do they just give anybody a license? I mean, no.
Are you did it go to certain guys? He's pretty good. He'll get you over the canyon, but that guy, you'll feel snug as a bug. The other thing too is the only way you could feel truly safe with someone flying you with a helicopter is if your mother was the pilot, right? I mean, maybe your daughter when she's old enough, but other than that. You can never tell the trust. But have you ever heard the song "Bye Bye Miss American Pie"? The day the music died, bro. You and Burr go down a helicopter. Somebody's writing a classic tune about you two. I'll tell you that right now. The day the laughter died, bro. Oh, I could see Elton John penning that shit right now, bro. So.
But you bring up a good point here. Are there pilots and or helicopters that have strengths and weaknesses? For example, if two helicopter pilots go up in a helicopter, could the other one pilot say to the other, or if there was passengers going, Jim here is an unbelievable a pilot. The way he takes off is not no other. It's not you're not gonna. But the way he lands, watch out.
Yeah.
Is there just different levels of what their strengths and weaknesses are? If you got into a plane, and the pilot came out and goes, "Listen, man, under 15,000 feet, it's a crapshoot. But I tell you, if we get turbulence at 40,000." That's my sweet spot.
Oh, right. Or if you get a guy who goes, I graduated flight school last month, are you way more nervous than a guy who's been flying for 20 years? Or should the guy who graduated flight school, you don't graduate till you're as good as a guy who's been flying 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I keep improving. Yeah, call me when you're improved. It's a tricky thing, but is the guy who flown 20 years bored out of his mind? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's all very nerve-wracking, man. I had another point to all that, but with the pilot stuff, man, I can't remember. But I don't know, man. I was going to say, because I just thought, on top of everything else, I thought Caruso and Serafina were going to be getting a pilot copter ride up the mountain like the in-laws sometimes do. But what a bummer with this trip.
Serafina already had one when she was 1. She don't remember it.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
She was in a helicopter.
Now they're in memory mode. You know what I'm saying? Now they'll start to remember some of this stuff. So, that sucks, dude. Man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, just a quick reminder. I got some upcoming dates, getting back out there, coming to Phoenix, stand-up live in Phoenix pretty soon, July 7th through 9th. Then I'm playing Syracuse, New York, Funny Bone, just 2 nights. 1 show Friday the 22nd, 2 Saturday the 23rd. Then August 6th, I'm going back to Royersford, PA. Great gig, outdoor gig, pay one price, bring your own food, beer, and lawn chair. That's again August 6th, and then I'm coming to Raleigh for the first time ever, the Raleigh Improv in Raleigh, North Carolina, September 2nd through the 4th. You go to PeteCorreale.com, see those dates. There's going to be a bunch of theater dates coming in the fall. Happy 4th of July, and back to the cast.
So let me bleed this story into this story.
All right.
I'm going to get your take on this. So I've upped the ante on the chores here at the house. Serafina, her one chore is basically to make her bed in the morning. Okay?
Right.
So now her chores have increased to bed, washing her dishes, and she makes Caruso's bed because Caruso's too small to kind of make it, so she makes his bed. And she has to clean up after herself, her toys or whatnot. Okay.
What, is she Amish guy?
So
Jeez, does she have a moment for herself? Making beds, doing dishes, cleaning up around the house. I mean, man.
I'm instilling it early and often. Now, here's my dilemma. Not dilemma, but I posted a video of her today washing dishes at the house.
Right.
And to the camera, I said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm washing my dishes." She's explaining. The video was 45 seconds. I put it up. We got a lot of great positive response. Great that you're instilling work ethic into your kids. This is exactly how I grew up. Chores are no longer a thing. But I say I have about 2 to 3% comments on the amount of water she was using to wash one plate. We are in a drought here in California, and the people that were commenting were concerned that my daughter kept the sink running while she was washing her plate. Now, this is my question to you. And I think I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you. Growing up, were you told by your parents, hey, don't leave the water running, don't take a long shower? Was water an issue in your house?
Only, well, somewhat. Only like, because especially hot water, you don't want to run out of hot water. But never, yeah, don't keep water running, but never because there's a drought.
Okay. Now, as an adult, around your own home, are you water cautious? Do you not water your lawn? What's the?
No, I'm not. We're actually in a bit of a drought here, which is crazy for here. We haven't had rain in almost like 2 weeks, and it's been really hot. But it's like loving life, and I'm out there every night with a mug of coffee in one hand and my hose in the other, just blasting my whole yard. I'll hit a part of my yard with the hose and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Just soaking it up. So, no, I'm a when it's gone type of a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know. How about you? Where you at?
I'll give you an example. And some of you people might think this is wrong, but this is the way I do it. Like, when I'm brushing my teeth, the water's running.
Jackie does that too.
Right.
I do tell her to stop, but she's like, I like it warm when I rinse, so I let it warm up while I'm brushing. She keeps it running. So that's waste. What you're doing? That's waste.
That's waste, right? I get it, but again, like, you know, growing up, I would put the shower on and like go eat dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Dude, I put the sprinkler on when I was growing up, and we'd water half the street, but the other half would be hitting the lawn, and that was good enough for the angle, you know? Even now, dude, I throw my Nicorette gum in the toilet and flush. I didn't even piss or nothing. I just don't want to see the gum at the bottom of the bowl. When it's gone, guy. When it's gone, it's gone. You're going to henpeck me in my video because my kid's rinsing a dish? Go past any bank. They're firing up the sprinklers at 4 a.m. Why do you think the bank lawn is so green when you drive by for your fucking deposit? Give me a break, right? And by the way, let me spell it out for you. There's a water shortage for that person, not for you. What they should really do is give everybody a certain amount for the day, whether you're Barbara Streisand or Joe Schmo, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when you run out of your tank, you don't get a new tank till tomorrow. We don't refill you from the main pipe.
Let me throw this out at you. And I don't know the statistics on the water flow or what. I like you, I'm dumb. I don't know where this shit comes from. I put the water on. I don't know where that's coming from. Is it coming from the ocean? Where's it coming? I don't know. We got a body of water right like 10 miles away from me. We're not tapping into that.
In all these years, no one figured out how to get the salt out of the Pacific. I mean, we got people with remote control cars taking photos on Mars, but we can't get salt out of the Pacific. Unbelievable, right? It's you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not saying that won't happen, but it ain't gonna happen, in my lifetime, you know?
Okay, so let me pose this question.
Or Sadie's.
What?
Or Sadie's, because they're like, what about your kid?
There's an argument there that people go, I want to leave it better for the next generation. It ain't better. It never was. It's never getting there.
No. Earth is like a rental car. It's always a little shitty when the next person gets in it, all right? No matter. You can wax her up as much as you want in between.
Oh, God. This goes out to everybody out there. Did you just hear that? Earth is like a rental car. You don't get that anywhere else.
But I mean, isn't there a part of you when these people are leaving messages about the water? Aren't you thinking to yourself, God, if you knew what I did with my batteries, you wouldn't mind that I'm running the water. I mean, come on, right? If it was that big of a deal, there'd be a water police, there'd be a battery police, right? There'd be a recycle police. You'd get arrested. Until you get arrested, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, this brings me up to my next question. Right. Would you rather have, let's say they go to you, okay, your family has, and again, I don't know how much water is consumed over a month, but let's just throw an arbitrary number out there. You got 1,000 gallons a month. I don't know how much that is as far as like water usage run on.
Nice.
Whatever it is, let's say whatever it is.
Right.
And they say this is your allotted amount.
Right.
And then you got a thing in the house that tells you where you're at. All right. So would you rather have that? And go, okay, I got it. It's like gas. It's like gas in your car. You know how much you're using, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or if you went over the 1,000 gallons, would you take the fine?
Depends. I mean, I'd rather take the fine. I mean, I don't want to tank. I don't want to do that gas thing. I don't want to be. I want to enjoy my showers. I don't want to be in there. Sadie's in there now. I'm yelling TikTok. You know, like, and then
it's like I don't want to take my entire family into the shower with me, right? Like I don't want to look at the meter.
Practically.
I don't want to look at the meter and go, guys, we only got 40 gallons left tonight. We bathed together.
Right. And listen, Lana, you didn't dump that spaghetti water from last night, right? We still need that. We got to boil something for, like, really, when you drain your spaghetti, you're going to save that water if you're going to have spaghetti later in the week. We'll just use the stock spaghetti water. Dude, remember the 1800s when a cowboy would get out of a tub and they would just be like, next, and then another cowboy would get right in that shit? Oh, man. That's what they want. Oh, man.
Now, I'll pose another question to you. Are we in a drought? I mean, what's a drought? No rain? If it rains, right? Listen, if it rains, do they take that water and are we drinking it tomorrow? What makes it a drought? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I know it's because the reservoir gets low because there's no rain, but, well, I'm right there with you. We've had a drought. And then we get like 2 days of hard rain, and then next week they're like, remember, we're in a drought. And I'm like, nobody's talking about Monday night and early Tuesday morning? Nothing on that? Nothing, you know. You guys are acting like that didn't happen, you know. What do we need?
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's like, how many more Monday nights do we need
Right.
in order for us to stop talking about the drought?
And do you feel sometimes like when they say there's a drought, you're like, I don't feel it being any more or less rainy than it was last year. Like, what happened between last year and this year, right? It's always been like this, right? Or do you notice it hasn't rained much anymore?
The other night, it was coming down like, you know, like when it rains at night and you get up in the morning and you go, oh, it rained?
Yeah.
But then there's nights where you get up in the morning and you tell your wife, you hear that rain last night?
Yes.
You're like, we had one of those 2 weeks ago. Now, I heard it. It was coming down like cats and dogs.
Right.
So my question is, during that rainfall, if the drought, let's say the normal is here and we're here at the drought, to your point, when it rains like that, where does that rain, or does that even matter?
Right.
Does the drought still stay here?
All I know is whenever I watch the movies and there's a drought and the crops aren't growing, the minute it rains, they're all dancing out there in the mud and shit, celebrating. They're not going, well, we need 6 more days of this, Ken. Right? So to your point, I hear that rain in the middle of the night. I look over at Lana and go, oh, we're good for months, baby. Go back to bed. Right?
I hear that. I fill up the bathtub.
He say, Serafina, we're doing take 2 on the dishes for the video. Oh, man. Dude, do you respond to those, by the way?
No.
That's great. That's
no.
That you feed into it.
You feed the animal. I take that and I bring it here and make money off it.
So I can use more water. And like, just to cap this piece off, until I get a knock on the door from law enforcement telling me I gotta turn off my sprinkler or I'm under arrest, there's no drought. Right? If you're just relying on, common courtesy, hey, I can't do it that long. I can't do it. I don't like it,
Well, I was talking to a comedian a couple nights ago at the Comedy Store. He goes, oh, this drought, man, my lawn is brown. And I'm like, mine's not.
That's it. I'm not even going to lie to you. For me right now, we're casting. For me, it was a 7 o'clock start. I already rolled out my hoses. So when I get off with you, I go out. Because I got to use I don't have a built-in sprinkler system. I white trash it. I start out with 2 hoses, do a back pedal from the front because the spigot's in the backyard. And as I get closer, I can undo one hose, hang it on the fence, and go back to, But I do the whole property, man. Right after dark, so the water sits in the grass nice all night. Dude,
Oh, yeah, nice.
I water my lawn so soaked, the worms come out and the birds feed on my lawn. That's how much fucking water I put down. The worms think it was a thunderstorm. Drown schmout. Oh God, I can't take this.
Well, here, I'm just gonna flip it around here. Do they just tell us this stuff? Like, here, does California look at the budget and go, Jesus Christ, oh man, we need some more money. What could we do? And they're like, tell them we're in a fucking drought and fine them.
Oh, they'll all stop using water. No, they won't. The people at the bottom of the hill will stop using the water. But they should at least. Can you at least water your lawn with Pacific seawater? You know, like.
I don't know. Listen. There's my lawn looks like right now it's garbage. It's burned in some areas and green in the other. I don't know what the hell's going on with my lawn, and it's due to the fact that I got two different grasses in there. It's not getting enough water just because of they're gonna fine me big time if I water the lawn. So we've been respectful of that, but I just don't like being. I don't know, man. I don't like being told what I can and cannot do. Right?
You live in a really bad state then, because that's for that. I mean, honestly, I was coming home today with Sadie and Jackie from this camp thing, and Jackie's like, we're passing the post office, and she goes, oh, stop, I want to quick mail this. So I just pull over nowhere, right there. I just stop so she can run over and throw it in the mail. And I stop, and she gets out, and I'm turning around to say something to Sadie, and then I look, and when I stopped, there was a cop behind me, and he just went right around me. And I said to Sadie, oh, Jesus, stop short right there on the cop. No honk, no nothing. You know, you do that in L.A., he's going to pull over. Hey, you just stop in the middle of the road. What the hell you think you're doing? There's just... So it's a very hectic place, bro. And every time I see California in the news, everybody's so mad all the time. They're always mad, those people, about something. Get rid of the homeless, and the other half are like, leave the homeless alone. Get rid of the guns. I mean, it's the whole country, actually, really. I mean, but at least the rest of the country is watering their lawn.
Yeah, but like, when did it become so like everybody's got to like say, like we do this for comedic purposes and goof around and whatnot, but there's not people out there that they got to get online and argue about this, that, and the other thing. Can't you just concentrate within your four walls of your home and get that right? And just worry about what you could worry about rather than like constantly bitching about what's going on in the world. I don't know. Life's too short.
Yeah, I agree.
Before I go any further, I'm going to pause here and flip it over to you and what's going on in Fredonia. How's the summer going? Where are we at with this thing?
If you got something to go with it, man. Don't worry about me.
All right.
I'm having a great time.
All right, I got another one.
Yeah.
I rarely go to a clothing store. Rarely.
Really?
Okay. With COVID and everything like that.
Oh, all right.
It's like online shopping, basically.
Before COVID, did you used to enjoy the clothes shop?
I don't enjoy clothes shopping, no.
No. All right.
But I used to go out here and there and get some, whatever, pair of shoes or whatever. Try on a suit. Anyway, I'm going to North Carolina. I noticed I don't really have any kind of like cool, like lounging shorts and a t-shirt just to kind of hang on the patio, what have you. So I go down, and I wanna talk about business operating hours.
Good
All right.
topic.
I'm going to ask you, or I'm going to give you a couple different stores, and I want you to give me what time you think they should open up. Okay?
All right.
All right. Coffee house. What time do you think, like I say, a Starbucks or your local coffee place should open up in the morning?
If I owned a coffee shop, I would want it to be open at 5:30 a.m. At least 6 a.m. I mean, at least 6 a.m.
Okay. I say 5, but we're in the same
Wow.
body of water here. Right?
5. Yeah, listen, I say 5:30, you say 5. We're so old school, like 5. Shit.
Well,
why don't you just make it 24 hours?
well, hey, what time should a coffee house close?
9.
I go 5.
5. Oh my God, I can't. One of my favorite parts of dinner is my espresso after dinner. So, like, I can't even after dinner. I'd love to go to town and have a nice. I mean, I have it at home, but I think 7 at least. I'll meet you halfway.
Well, let me ask you, when you go to dinner, do you go somewhere else for coffee?
No, I usually have it at home. I have it at home. Jackie's like, we're not sitting here for you to have a cup of coffee.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I don't think coffee places are generally booming at 7 at night.
Yeah. You might be able to close at 3, guy. You got a point, right? I mean, I'll sell you my coffee. You can make it at home after 3, but we open at 5. We close at 3. I like that. I like those hours. If we were partners, you've already talked me into it.
Okay, so yeah, I go morning heavy on the hours.
Yeah, that's
coffee
coffee.
place.
I mean, it's like air. I need that shit when I wake up.
Okay, yeah. And some people get up early to got to work at 7. They got to drive. So you got to accommodate.
Yep. I can't stand when I can't get a coffee when I have an early flight, and I like to have one for the drive to the airport, but they're not open yet. It drives me nuts.
Okay, point taken. All right, here's another one. A breakfast place, let's say a diner, some restaurant that specializes in breakfast food. What time should they open up?
I would say I would open up there about 6, because that way I don't want to accidentally get the drunk late night club crowd coming in for breakfast. I figure that's about a 4 o'clock group. I don't want that, so I'm thinking 6. But I would stay open through lunch.
I say you stay open for lunch. Okay, but the main thing is 6. I say 6:30. 6:30.
It's a little late.
I might go 6 now.
You're making the guy.
Yeah,
The guy gets up for 5 for his coffee, but he can't get eggs till 6:30. You know.
It's yeah. That's true.
Right.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Okay.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
Oil change place, service place for your car for an oil change.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Yeah, I agree. Get an hour before the so-called start of work. I wouldn't. I maybe even 7 a.m. Man, let's bang this out before I go to work. I don't want to rush to work.
How many people
Everybody
are going
get
to
up and
oil
get
change?
to work. What are you doing in the morning? Get up, put your shit on, and get to work, man. Right?
Yeah. Here's my problem with this. Listen,
What?
me, when I used to get an oil change, Saturday.
Oh, what are you, crazy? It's like going to Disney World during Easter vacation.
True. But I didn't want to take another hour out of my sleep to get up and go get an oil change before I went to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like...
Yeah. That's a precious hour. I could see it.
Yeah, maybe after work, but I don't know. I say 8, but I could see the 7, but I'd say 8 on the oil change.
It's not made for the you then. It's made for the you now. I mean, I've gotten texts from you at 5 a.m. I'm like, what is he, a Marine? What the fuck? So yeah. I mean, even if they opened at 7, that's 2 hours after you've been up. So, like I'm saying, this isn't you after a night at the dance club where your Capizio's laying on the floor.
Here's another one.
Yeah.
Public library.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. Let's, not a crack of dawn. I don't expect the librarian to get in at crack of dawn. And then we stay open till 4:30.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
What do you want? I'm not a Barnes & Noble guy. I mean, you come in, get your book, and get out.
10 to 9.
10 to 9? You want the library to stay open until 9 o'clock at night? Nah, you guys. There's no reason.
Some people go there to study. They go for quiet after school, after work. Maybe go to the library, get some reading in. You gotta stay open late on a library, bro.
I feel like a library is meant to get your book, and we have chairs to give you ample time to find the book that you like. And once you've discovered what book you like, get the fuck out. I mean, go read it at your house. I'm sorry you don't have a nook in your house. That's not my problem. We're closing at 4:30. Like, geez, you're like, people like quiet. I'm sure they do. Then keep your coffee shop open.
There's a lot of other things at a library to use. Some people go to the library to use their computers, to look up stuff, to email. Some people don't have a computer. Right. They have access at the library for that. Research.
Maybe I open
library
early.
for
Maybe
research.
You're right. Maybe I open, again, 7 a.m., but I'm closing at a hard 4:30. My librarian's got to get home for dinner. It's not a high-paying job. Is it?
Okay.
How much you think you make being like a librarian?
Librarian, I'd say nowadays I go 50 to 55 grand full-time.
Full-time? All right. I love a library.
What do you say?
Love a library. I'd say that sounds about right. I mean, assuming that, we're not expecting this woman to stay there till 9 till close, right? I mean, it's got to have an assistant librarian. Ooh, man. Talking 90 grand in salary just to keep this thing. I'm going back to my 10 to 4 cutting hours. I got one I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Because we got one in town. And not only do I want the hour it should open, I want the 5 days of the week you feel it should be open. Okay?
All right.
Bicycle shop. To buy bikes and repair bikes, the whole thing.
I say my hours are going to vary here. All right? Hear me out.
Yep.
Monday, Tuesday closed. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. $11 to $7. Saturday, 7 to 1. Sunday, Jesus Christ. I'm going to come in on 9 to 2 on a Sunday.
Wow. Everything you just said, except the Sunday this guy has 7 to 1, everything was exactly what you said. Unbelievable.
Oh, Monday, Tuesday closed?
Monday, Tuesday closed. And even like you, when you go Sunday, I feel like this guy's like, yeah, you gotta be open on a Sunday. God, that sucks. Right?
Yeah. I wonder, though, how these stores come up with their hours. Obviously, they look at it based on business and flow of people coming in. But here's the one that I experienced. A clothing store. What time?
Oh, okay. I'd say a clothing store should be 9 in the morning till 7 p.m., if not 7:30 p.m. at night.
Okay. Yesterday I go down at 10:51, approximately 10:51 a.m. I go to grab the door handle, and at 10:51 anywhere, you don't expect it to be locked, right? 10:51.
10 by 10. If it's after 10 a.m., I don't even check online to see if the store's open. Anything, I'm going. If you're not open by 10 a.m.,
Going.
I mean, unless you're a
go
movie
to,
theater, right?
and yeah, unless you're a movie theater.
All right. Anyway,
But a clothing
I get your
store-
point. I get your point.
I grab it, locked. Now, this is the awkward part. You ever go to a store
Oh man.
and it's locked, right? But you could see the people in there and they could see you, right?
Yeah.
So I do the lock, right? And then, you don't make direct eye contact with them. You see them, but you just kind of, look, And then this is what I got, which burned me to the core. The girl, she's folding the clothes. The girl points to the hours of operation on the window, right? Then I look, they open up at 11. Now I'm 9 minutes early. The days of, I'm on it,
Right.
like if the owner was there, he would probably let me in because he's probably going, this guy walks away, I'm losing a sale. But the employee, go ahead.
You're talking about a place that existed when we were kids. That don't exist anymore. I can picture what you're saying. The guy opens it up and says, I'm still unpacking the da-da-da, but go ahead, guys, you look around, do what you gotta do. Have a beautiful morning. No, you get a... And then I feel... I lost you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I lost you. You there?
Yeah, can you see me? Hear me?
I'm here. I'm looking at a green. It looks like I'm looking at the movie Predator right now.
Like a triangle, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I had that.
No.
I had that for a few times there too. But
Okay.
sometimes too, please tell me when it was time. Did she even open on time, or did she do like the minute beyond, just like to let you know? Well, I don't like you hovering.
Well, this is my next step. Now you can't sit there and wait, like in front of the store, right?
Yeah.
You gotta what I did is I walked down the sidewalk, out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yeah.
And I'm fiddling around on my phone, nothing. Now the question is, when do you go back and try again? Do you go back at 11 when they open? I didn't. I gave them. I don't want them to think that I'm waiting around the corner for them to open up.
I love it. You make it seem like I'm busy anyway, so I'm gonna go do what I gotta do, and you'll be lucky if I'm able to make it back. Swing back around. It's great, man.
I was gonna go back when they closed, just so they didn't think I had nothing to do. I was gonna go back at I think they closed at 5.
Like,
and go, hey, I was here at 11. Shit to do. I'm back. But anyway, I didn't have that time.
I do must have missed you again. That's how, yeah? So you don't think that I was thinking about, I the other day I went to take my dog. I had to take it into Petco, and they weren't open yet. And there was a young girl inside, and I did the thing, tried to open it, and it wouldn't open. She comes out. She turns the key. She had to be about 20. Turns the key, pulls it open, looks at me, and goes, "I'm sorry, we open like in 10 minutes. You can wait out there. You're welcome to wait inside if you want, but I can't turn on the register if you want to buy." And I'm like, that's what you want. That's what you want. And there's not a lot of that going on anymore, so I should point it out when you do have it. And I had it recently. It was nice. It was nice service. It was old-fashioned.
Yeah, it's like a unicorn when it happens.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Now, I would expect a point. That's the level of services. That's yeah.
So I go back at 11:04. I go to open it. She's at the door. She opens it for me. She goes, "I'm so sorry. We can't open yet. Our security guard isn't here yet." Now, we're not talking a Gucci, Ferragamo type place. We're talking, just a clothing store. It's like, what am I going to do? Steal socks? Security guard? Eh? So I said, "Oh, okay." And she closed the door. And I'm sitting there waiting. Now, as I'm waiting, car pulls up into the parking spot right in front of the store. Black car with a spare tire on it. Now, I'm sorry. As soon as I see spare, suspect, right? Like,
Right.
a spare tire is made to get you home.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
This ain't your tire now. You know what I'm saying?
When you drive around permanently with a spare tire, that speaks volumes about your character. Volumes, right? I know everything I need to know about you. How much you value your own life, other people's lives, the law. Right? Shit. There we go.
And the guy, the way he got out of the car, and first of all, is the back window
Right.
blown out, and duct tape over the window, right?
Yeah.
Now, and the side of the car scratched. It looked like a tank,
Yeah. Right.
the car.
Shit. Right.
And I'm sitting there looking at the window, and I'm going, why is it when your window blows out, the replacement is never, it's the complete antithesis of what it should be. Like, your tire blows out, you have another tire, but smaller. It's the same thing. Your window goes up, gone, tape.
Tape.
What? It doesn't even have the same function as the window.
No, it's just to keep you dry if it rains. That's it. What always blows my mind, I do have to admit though, once in a while you ever pull up next to, they're always tape, but you ever pull up to one you go, it is tape, but it is a hell of a tape job. I mean, the guy put so much work into the tape job, he should have just put in a new window, man.
It's like, you pull up to those people, you roll down the window and go, "Do you wrap gifts?" Beautiful.
And I love to. This guy pulls up with a donut and a taped window. I don't even park near the door if my car's not washed, right? They go right up as close as they can. No shame, no nothing, man.
No, nothing, bro. And this guy's security. He can't even secure his own vehicle.
Right. And by the way, they make the donut dangerous so it encourages you to change it. That's why they don't make it the same size, I think. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's what I always thought. So you beyond that shit.
Why don't they make the donut the same size as the tire? Like,
well, like my
why
Jeep,
has it got to be smaller?
My Jeep was when I had the Wrangler, but I think maybe because a smaller one can fit in the trunk without taking up space, So, I mean, they're like, their thought process is like you said. Listen, we want to leave you trunk space. This is just to get home, fix the tire, and then go on with your life.
Yeah. No, this guy looked like he'd been driving on this thing for a year and a half.
Well, let me ask you this: you're driving down the road, your donut blows, and you crash, and unfortunately you die, and you have life insurance. Do they have to pay out your family, or can they go, well, we have proof here that he's been driving on the donut since December? Fuck. I mean, if I couldn't be a life insurance agent, I'd be going home to Jackie going, this fucking guy's smoking cigarettes next to a gas tank. And now I got to give his fat wife $1 million. Oh, fuck this. I'd be so mad all the time. I'd be going to the house yelling at the lady, it's dirty money, honey. Your husband was an idiot. That's so like, that's a legitimate thing. Like, you're driving on a donut. So, bro, I got to say, though, you made it sound like you slid back in like noon. I mean, you go, I didn't go right in, I didn't want to know. And then 10 minutes later, you go, it's 11:04. 11:04?
Yeah. I know. I just didn't want
they really think you ran a few errands, guy, yeah.
I just didn't want them to unlock it and me right there pulling the door. I wanted them to unlock it.
Oh, man.
I know.
Not only that, you came back so soon that she was probably thinking, oh, my God, he did the fake I have somewhere else to go thing. And then he came back.
I almost went across the street to get an unwanted cup of coffee and come back with the coffee. Like I had like at least an errand to like clip off in between. But you know what I always feel though? I feel like somebody is watching me. You ever feel like you go on and jiggle the door, it's locked, and then somebody across the street is looking at you going, oh my God, look at this. He's trying to get in there early. And now he's walking away. He's walking away pretending he got a text. I do. I mean, like, Jack, look at him. He didn't read the sign. Look at this great bait pulling on the door. Look at him pulling on. Oh my God! Look at him now. He's going around the corner to pretend he's not waiting to get back in. Oh my! Totally, dude. By the way, did I just repeat what you just said? I just repeated what you just said. No, but what I'm saying is that's what I would be doing.
Totally.
If I saw that, I would be going, oh my God, look at this. And I always feel like somebody's doing that to me. They're probably not, but I always got that in the back of my head. Oh, God.
That's what makes you cool. You're always thinking about it. In the same way, you're always protecting yourself and what other people might, Even when with the job, when someone you write something and then we got a casting director for the thing we're writing, and they go, he really liked the scripts and he's looking forward to be to casting it. I'm always in the mindset, of course he says he likes it. It's a job. You know what I mean? And then Jackie goes, well, when do you ever believe anyone likes it? I go, when there's no money involved. That's what I know. That's the only time I know it's real. Right?
So what?
So funny.
Are you gonna be part of the casting? Like, are you in the room while these people are like? How's this work?
Nah, I doubt it. I don't know. Because as of right now, they were interviewing casting directors, and they found the guy that they really like, and this guy really, I don't know. I don't even know how that works. Like when I saw the email, they showed me that the casting director said he really liked the scripts. We're still writing the last one. My thought too was like, were there other casting directors that email going, these are crap. No, thank you. Like, I just thought a casting director is like a tax person. You call them up and they say, yeah, we'll do your taxes. You're never gonna have someone go, nah, I'm not taking tax people today. So yeah, but I doubt it. There's not a lot of parts, and also, I'm hoping like when it starts to get close to it, maybe you get Rappaport going. I didn't tell you. I play bocce ball with Matt Dillon on Mondays. I'm going to see what he's doing. I'm like, oh, good, we'll call it into favors, right? Me and Kiefer Sutherland go mountain biking every summer. Oh, that's good to hear. Because Sebastian blow me off. No, I swear to God, when I leave Sebastian text going, we got a casting director. This is the last chance before we fill the... I am totally only kidding with you because of who you are and stuff. Just having fun. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
No, I'd love to be a part of it if there's like an opportunity for us to get together and work on something like that. I'd pop
someday.
in for
someday, man. Speaking of which, I hate to keep doing this to you, man, but is there now an official release date of what's the title? My father.
About my father.
About
No,
my
there's
father.
there's not a release date. As soon as I get the release date on this thing,
You'll know.
everybody's gonna know. But right now we're rewriting some of the scenes and going to do a reshoot at the end of September to get some new scenes and some reshoots. So that's the plan. But we
Nice.
don't know when this thing's coming out. But yeah, I got to get down. I got to take care of these little COVID kids.
Oh, dude,
and,
I had such a good time. I forgot about that. That's worrisome, bro. Take care of that.
No, it's all right.
I hope
It's all
they're
right. I appreciate it.
Shit.
Appreciate it. Great hanging with you. Great hanging
Same.
with the people of the Pete and Sebastian Show. Once again, we are on Patreon at patreon.com, Pete and Sebastian Show. Love doing the show on that end as well. We'll be here next week, man. I mean, you're not going anywhere, right? You're in town?
I'll be in town. Yeah.
Perfect. I'll see you
All right,
next
bro.
week.
Later,
Thanks
man.
for listening. We'll see you soon.